Welcome to the No Bull Critique. I'm Steve.
I'm Travis.
And we got some guests with us today. You are?
I'm Bill.
Bill?
You?
I'm Tony Williams.
Fantastic. And what we got today is a nice little interesting bottle. It's something we picked up off the internet. This is the Pennsylvania Grandmaster's Blend. You want to tell them why we picked it out?
Picked it out because it is a Masonic related, and it is out of Hidden Stills in Pennsylvania, and it has the square and compass on it, ignite the light within, and some other stuff. We'll show you the label here in a second.
It's an 82 proofer. We're going to pour it up. We're going to nose it, and all of us going to let you know what we think. Now today I am the oddball out because the rest of these guys got more attachment to what's going on with this bottle than I do.
That's up to you, young man.
It's totally up to you.
At this point, I'm the oddball out. But gentlemen, either way you turn it, this is a very interesting experience. This is the first time we've had 4 bodies on the camera, so we have the mic equipment to actually do it.
Yep.
So let's get in there, get that nose going.
I'm kind of not as bold as I was expecting.
No, so after reading the bottle, it's a 2-year-old whiskey.
Young.
So it's very young. You smell a lot more of that corn on the nose. It's got that sweetness in that corn, but it really ain't bringing too much else to the table for the nose.
Not really getting a whole lot of the spices. You're getting a little bit of that vanilla of the oak, but not
And
much.
honestly, she don't really, well, she's got legs though.
Yeah.
Not very much, but she's got them. So at this point, go for that sip.
There it is.
Feel caramel vanilla up front. That's a smooth.
It's very smooth. It's
smooth.
showing its
Pepper
age
smooth.
though. You feel or at least taste that sweetness. I mean, it's going vanilla caramel like you're saying, but you also get a lot of that corny taste.
Oh God,
I'm
I
getting
got
that
it
earthy
No.
taste on the backside.
So
But it does have a nice finish, so it lingers and stays a little bit. It just don't.
now I will say we had to pay a little more for it than what its shelf price is because we had to do shipping and everything. At its shelf price, I think it's like $35, $36. So for that price, it ain't bad. Even for a 2-year whiskey, I wish it were a little cheaper for 2-year. But it brings nice flavor. It's got nice bottling, and it has interesting attachment.
I would go so far as to say for a 2-year, be a good starter for someone that's just getting into this. It's
Yeah.
a good starting point.
I mean, it's an 82 proof, and unlike some of those lower proofers, it doesn't quite have that cardboardy taste that happens with some bottom shelf bottles where they thin it out too much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to mix it with anything.
No.
Yeah, I think if you put it in with any sort of mixer, all of its flavor is going to get lost. It is still very delicate because of its age.
On the rocks it'd be fine, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't let it set long.
No.
Ooh.
So, I mean,
I think if you let it sit too long on the rocks, it would definitely dilute.
it would thin out. Yeah, that or get some
Yeah.
whiskey stones or something like that so you're not diluting it.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely say it'd be good for people wanting to get into the neat side of the market. I wouldn't recommend frothing it because I'm afraid if we froth it, it's just going to take anything.
It'll break it. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to just because that's
We're
our
gonna try.
We're
MO.
gonna try it.
Gonna try
That
it.
is our MO, but you're right. I
You
think
might be
that-
able to sell me on it, but we're gonna see. It might bring the flavor out. You know,
I think this is going to be the wrong bottle for it, but we're definitely going to try it. But now, for the No Bull Critique, the thing we like to do after we've gotten our nose and our sip in, we like to give it that Noble score. So we're going to start with our guests. So Tony,
score from 1 to 5. Correct?
1 to 5, and you can do point.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go 3.5.
3.5,
because
3.5?
I think it's a good beginner for someone that wants to get into the actual tasting of bourbons and whiskeys.
I'm
think
gonna be
it'd a good
honest with you.
start.
I would definitely agree with you on the tasting on bourbons. Like it is delicate enough, and it isn't so punchy like some of the other things. Like this is actually more delicate than like a Jim Beam, and Jim Beam is generally pretty harsh. I was gonna go the other way with it. I like that peanut sweetness, but okay,
True.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's hotter.
It is hotter. I'll give you
What
that.
about you, Bill? What do you think?
I'm in the 3 category too. I don't know if I'd go a lot higher than 3, but I'd like to know a little bit more about it.
I wish they were a little bit more transparent with the bottle. I mean, they have a lot of transparency, but I'd like to know
that's-
more specifically, is it definitely MGP? Most stuff that's distilled in Indiana is going to be an MGP, but that doesn't 100% lock
Yeah.
it in. We got no mash bill, so we're not 100. I mean, we know it's at least 51% corn because it's billed as a bourbon, but what else is in that
All
bottle?
we know is the batch,
Yeah.
when it was
And-
bottled, and what bottle number.
Yeah, nothing about the aging process.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
it's kinda, I'm kind of curious as to why they
There's-
only
Well,
let
we
it
know
go
it's
for 2
a
years.
virgin
too.
barrel. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is curious why they only did 2 years when most of your cheapies are at least 3 1/4.
Yeah, for a bourbon, we do know it's a virgin.
And I was kind of
barrel,
hoping when
yeah.
you said it was from Pennsylvania that, you know, I'm
actually
talking
be-
diehard Pennsylvania, mountain water. and
Yeah,
the whole nine
unfortunately,
yards, you know.
it's
But,
Indiana juice.
They
so-
may have used
So I
that
don't.
water
I'm not getting no
to cut the proof. I don't know.
Pennsylvania vibes out of it.
All right. Oh well,
From a Pennsylvania boy,
that
That
means
speaks
something.
volumes.
So I'm gonna go next here. I'm with you. I'm putting it at a 3. For me, it shows its age. It's a little bit thin, but I can't disagree with what you said, Tony. I think it is a good introductory pour for someone who's starting to try and play around with neat bourbons because it has your flavors. It gives you enough to be able to work through that palate and start to work out that muscle because if you're just getting into bourbons and you're trying to drink it neat, it's all just going to taste like bourbon.
Yeah.
It isn't until you really work on your palate and try a couple of different things and kind of start actually looking for flavors and associating flavors.
It'd be good to break you in with.
Most definitely.
No. So I'm sitting at a solid 3. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right in the middle of the road with 3
No.
on it. I can see some potential, but it being young and not bringing enough.
I would
that
love to see it
barrel
at
out
4
of it.
years. I think at 4, give it 2 more years in the barrel. I don't know how the temperature is up in Pennsylvania, but 2 more years in the barrel, I think you get a lot more depth of flavor.
Yeah,
And you probably end up with something like an 86 proof.
yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's
That could be interesting.
a good working point. And I think we got some ideas that we might try.
I'm
So
thinking.
we got a couple other things. We're gonna work this bottle out. We do have our grails hidden off camera, and we got that toxic whipper. So
Most definitely.
Tony's gonna go get those.
And until we pop back up with the
But before we break
Frenemy.
those out, we're gonna
That
do our
leaves us
normal
with-
thing. We're gonna tell y'all drink safe,
sip responsibly.
and we've been. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Uber's always there.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
There's always somebody with a phone waiting for your call.
Another great point. You got friends, you got family, you got parents. Hell, some of us, we got kids that'll make sure that we get taken care of too. So
That's right.
that's a very good point. We've been to Noble Critique. All right.